Hello, guys.
You need to say
Today,
your car license
as you
plate.
can tell on the
So
um,
registered PDA and I am
title,
saying Thomas PM
this
Activa.
is Grand RP for starters. Anyone who's recently starting Grand RP or just needs a bit of help. So, we'll just turn off radios. We'll turn off organisation radio by F5, turn off family radio by F4. Just as a joke. So, what do you want to do? If you've recently started at the hotel, you're gonna start to struggle. So what you do is you'll have a task you need to fill in. So pretty much you'll be given some money, and you have to buy a license, a driving license. To drive cars are handled. So after that, you will be presented with a route loader. The route loader is a starter car you will use to get around the city. Once in the route loader, you will start to meet some people. Now these people vary from nice to quite rude and disrespectful. For me, and most people nice. You do get some people now and then being a dick, but that's quite normal. With that, you will find out what a job is. Everyone in the world who is not a baby should know what a job is. So the starter job is an electrician job. So what you do is you pretty much go around these generators, fixing wires, making sure the city's power grid stays in line. If it doesn't power throughout the whole city, everywhere will go offline. It's pretty much unique. Once that is done, you'll be free. What I did to get to my place now is, obviously if you're part of the Grand RP Discord server, which is what we call Grand RP emails, you will find out organisations, the meaning of them, and what to do. Mainly if you're a starter player, you want to start to do jobs. Just normal jobs like a taxi driver, or just jobs in general, like a delivery driver, stuff like that. After, you'll eventually have enough years in the city. What you call a year in the city is your level. So, I will go through all the systems and how to work stuff eventually. But what you do is, if you wanted to check it, you want to go into M, then you want to press statistics, and then you'll see I am level 18, 34 out of 72, that's an hours. Obviously I'm not seeing criminal structures, I have no fines, no diseases, I have no immunity. Now you can get immunity by consuming stuff. You have your family, you have your family ranking, and then you have your wife, if you are married. You'll have house, and any cars you have. Up here you'll see organisation. I'm an SHP. That is a sheriff department. So this is just SHP stuff. So I am high command, so I can see I can do stuff. So we have, for some reason, FOB car. I can do stuff like this. So organisations will have their own Discord server, like this. So me, SHP. So you'll have Discord server of logs. What you do in logs, you log the amount of weapons you take, And if you don't, that's classed as stealing. You can be permanently banned just because, well, it's pretty much a way of hacking to give yourself infinite money. So you'll normally have your logs down here if you're starting, but if you're a old player, your logs will be higher as you get promoted to higher ranks. These are all the admins. They work to keep the game at the top without any rule breaks. You will see these random announcements. That's just the server pretty much rewarding you for playing the game and stuff like that. Down here is LSPD's jurisdiction. Past this casino, jurisdiction, most of you should know, but if you don't, it's where the police departments patrol. Now with FIB, that is a Federal Investigation Bureau. They patrol the whole city as they are federal. They patrol the city areas and Blaine County. You will have laws to follow, citizen or not. So, in the city, speed limit is 120 or so my bottom limit. However, on highways or fast roads, the speed limit will be 180. Now, yes, if you are arrested, you will stay in there for an amount of minutes. You will have stars in 15 months, for example, would be 15 minutes. So if you are arrested for 1 star, that is 15 months, 15 minutes. Every hour you'll see this on the right, you'll be paid, depending on your job. If you have no job, you'll just get an unemployment benefit. You'll also get a grand point. Now what grand points are, is if you press M, go to shop, and then prizes. You will, for grand points, be able to buy, for example, a ProGen P1. ProGen P1 is McLaren P1, that's the car I'm driving now. So what you do if you was to get these, is you would use. And if you use, you'll get whatever prize for the silly threads. There's more threads. And eventually you'll do it enough to the point where you can just go in here and see you have a P1. That is McLaren. Now with car, just so you know, the driving in the city is horrendous and you will most likely be crashed into a lot, so just be careful when you're driving. Make sure to press F6 and that will do your seatbelt. Now this map is, or this whole project is heavily modified, so that you don't get the wanted level like you do in the base version of the game. You will have, so obviously the police force will find you. What they'll do is they'll press J, they'll go into the PDA. Once they do that, they will go to wanted criminals they will see. Most of the time you will get away with it as long as you don't go to them and try and ask for a service, because they will always ask for your passport. They will search you. If they see a star, you'll be arrested. Every 1 star is 15 minutes. To join an organisation, as I've said, you go to their Discord. So, for example, if I wanted to join FIB, well, more SHB, but because I have roles on SHB, yeah. You go into applicants announcements, applications, visit site, and then you'll do their application. And then in their application you'll see requirements. So, at least 16 years old in real life, OOC, which means out of character. That can be altered through being mature enough. At least 15 years in city, that is your level. So for me, my level is 18, so I could join FIB. Obviously, you can check your level by going into here and checking up there. at least one term. One term is 4 weeks, normally a whole month, in an organisation. Most organisations will have 2 terms. That is the average. The organisation I'm in is going for 2nd term. First term is going to be over shortly. When the organisation disbands, everyone gets kicked from the server. You can rejoin, and you can get your past rank back as long as you provide it to the HRT or FTO. They are the people that hire and do your training. You provide them with rank proof, normally just like a picture of your past rank. So what I've done, for me, is I've gone into my Discord and in-game. So this is in-game proof, obviously. You'll see my ID up here, and then the rank I was with organisation. So if I wanted to join, I send them this proof, because they see my ID on the top of my player or character. They'll see that, they'll see it matches, so they know it's me, which was the high command. Now, sometimes people do fake roles, like this. People can easily fake this, put their logo, their badges, their own banner, their own about me, and then keep these roles. And then obviously they have these proofs which they could easily edit. It's called Photoshop. That's why using game better than Discord. Discord is just like extra proof. There's also a thing called bodycam. So pretty much you need to record for any rule breaks and stuff like that. Then there's what you would call it in game is government website, but what it actually is it's the Grand RP forums. So if I just log in quickly, you could go into forum. That's what you call government. So for example, server EN1, that is the server I play on. You can go onto complaints about players. So you can post a thread, put in your body cam that you recorded, and admin, like in this situation here, pending review. This was RDM, so that's random deathmatch. If you just go in the city and shoot someone for no reason, that's RDM. So obviously bodycam will just be like a recording of what's happened. Admin will then say reviewing, and they will say accepted, or rejected, on if they have accepted or rejected it. Now, becoming a leader, you need to be 16 years old in real life, with prior experience, and stuff like that. Right now, the only people applying for leaders are for gangs. Now, you can join a gang. What you
No problem.
is you go over to their HQ. So, there's Bolus, there's Families, there's Mark Boonter, and there's Vargos, all the way over here. And then you'll have Bloods as well. So there are 4 gangs to choose upon, as well as a couple organisations. I'll go through that. So they'll just ask you what events you can go on the roof on, which are mostly none. What events you use heavy weapons on. Now, before you do events and go to organisations, go into the Grand RP Discord server. Now, I don't have that, because I just get too much ping, so I've left it. But you will just go into rules and everything like that, and just see. Now, you will have fluent in English and knowledge of server rules. So server rules like metagaming would be used. Imagine being on a Discord call and in game. Because this is an RP server, everything needs to be in the server, so using Discord it isn't fair. Fluent in English, so you need to be able to speak English like me quite well. Pidgin English, known as someone who is learning English or isn't their first language, is also accepted, but that will be on the decision of the organisation. Minimal level 3 backpack or higher. Now this is only for FIB. SHP is level 2. But what this does is it gives you more weight you can hold and more slots. If I was to take this off, I wouldn't be able to carry anything, because being in an organisation, you need to be able to hold stuff. Then you have team oriented. You need to be able to follow orders from high commands, and just be able to follow directed demands. Active gun license. Now you can get a gun license through going over to this building here. There will normally be some people at the gates. USS, we call them government. It's a branch of government. Government is split into 3 branches. DOC. Right. So you have DOC, they work the prison, Departments of Correction. They pretty much just work it, if anyone. You can also change your name here for cheaper. That can clear your record in case you wanted to join an organisation. Because to join an organisation, you cannot be seen in criminal structures. To be seen in criminal structures, you have to join a gang. And you can't have prison terms. Prison term, well, that's obviously being arrested. You can also change your name at Capital, but that does not clear your record, it only changes your name. We call it Capital, but the actual name for it on the map is Government. But then there is no exact Government HQ, because they have one here and one here. DOJ. For example, in the LEO organisations, if we arrested someone on the 1015, which is the radio code for a person in custody wished for a lawyer, you would then ask a high command to do a department. So whatever organisation accepts X to XXX, how copy, they'll respond, good copy, some traffic. You will say XXX to XXX, whatever your organisation is to DOJ. Our 1015 has requested a lawyer, are there any available? They'll say yes or no. If there isn't, you just carry on with the arresting. If there is a lawyer, and pretty much you need to follow the procedure of arrest, which will be notified in your training.
Hello, bro.
You are recorded. Do you want to be uploaded?
So in every organisation, they will have separate trainings to do. In them trainings could be how to use the PDA. PDA is how you give someone a fine, and also how you give someone wanted stars. Wanted stars are pretty much what you need to add on to someone if you want to add them into a cell. Be aware you can also be fined for parking, so if they wanted to, they could just go here, go into the PDA, research your thing, and that's the best part about this game. Every car has a separate license plate, and with them, they'll obviously press J, open PDA, and you will be able to see the name, what you do. You go into the PDA. I can't because I'm not in work, but yeah. And then you just do your fines. Now, every organisation has departments, and in them departments, you'll have people like SWAT. So in here, you have HRT. They are the people who hire and train. PR, public relations. I'm a part of this department. So we do events for people of Los Santos and Blaine County. We do events weekly to bi-weekly. We have a highway patrol. They, ASU and HSU are different. HSU is high-speed unit, but there's no point of it anymore, as recently admins, which you would normally call a god, have given us new cars, well, changed the organisation cars, so now they look like actual cars. However, you still have ASU, that is using air units. For that would be like the Mavericks and stuff to fly. You will have a test, and then there's obviously special weapons and tactics training. SWAT, or no, just special weapons and tactics, that is SWAT. So you'll just do their application upon their requirements, and then it will either be a yes or no. There's UC, which is normally undercover, but For some reason it's called Intelligence Unit. So you will apply under their requirements. Senior Trooper 1 or higher, that's a rank. Backpack 3 or higher, that's your backpack. And then basic knowledge of going undercover. And able to go undercover and not blow your cover. Then we have legal affairs. Now that isn't a department. That's just for like other organisations like DOJ, which is a branch of government. In case an officer has broken the law or code of procedure, you may be given a strike. 3 strikes, you can be blacklisted or fired, depends on what you've done. There is also a thing called IA, Internal Affairs, which only IA can view. Not even High Command can view it. Pretty much, they are the people who decide you get a strike for what. So, organisation locations. These two are government, so penal colony and government. So, this place is LSPD. And over here is SAHD. Now they've recently made these both different locations, so you can't just... It used to say police station where you could move it to 2, like you can here. So there'll be one of them, which would be there, over here, and then there'll be another one here as the second one. Now FIB is here. FIB. And then you obviously have the gang locations, but that's if you want to join a gang. Go into the comments if you want me to do a gang thing. So, to get your licenses, like driving and air transport and water transport, you'll go here. For medical insurance, you'll go here. Now you need driver's license, medical insurance and a gun license. So both hospitals can sell you health insurance. Over here, government or capital can sell you a gun license. And over here will change your name and clear your records. Now there are multiple gas stations across the map you need to get a repair kit or fill up your car. So imagine my car was really low, you just go over it, click E, and they'll come up with a menu to fill up your car, buy a repair kit or get a gas canister to fill up your car portably. Same with electric cars, so with an electric car you will see these things here, electric station. Now there are less electric stations than there are gas stations, but they are still very conveniently placed around the map. If you live over in Pluto, I wouldn't get an electric car because they just aren't. They're not that efficient and there's no electric station. So it looks like someone is being chased. Let's go see what's going on. So organisation cars are way faster than civilian cars. Like that lone cruiser will be faster than my car. Now this red thing you see on that, that's pretty cool. So, an organisation is having troubles, which their own lone organisation cannot do themselves. So they need multiple organisations. NG, Fort St. Pluto. NG, well, Fort St. Pluto is NG's National Guard's base. That is the only one not marked with a location on the map. It needs to be, and could definitely do with being. Now there is such thing as a family. A family is normally what you would do at the start of the game, when you very start playing. A family is a group of people dedicated to having fun with a group of people, kind of like a clan or just like a friendship group. So you'll join these, you will be able to do events. So events, 14 available. This is called business form. Your family will fight to own a business. Leftover components, bank robbery, capture foundry, aircraft carrier. Now, if you are going to do aircraft carrier, bank robberies, store robbery, and attacking a prison, then be aware, because organisations will be there and they will shoot anyone there. Normally families will also help players, new players, to be introduced to the city. Eventually, you will be in a organisation if you choose the legal path. So most people will start off as a trainee, so they'll be a trainee, they'll finish their training, they'll go up to Trooper 1. Now I don't have these Trooper 1s and stuff because I just don't have that kind of rank history. I've always been a part of the high-ranking officer. But most people will start off that way, and eventually you'll meet some people along the way. So I know Adele, Undersheriff 102. He is the second highest one here. I also know someone named Phil. He is Chief of Staff. And then departments are just like, it's like a text journal for every organisation to see. That's how you talk to DOJ if you need to. That is pretty much everything else done. Now with jobs. This is going to be my last thing for today, jobs. And these. So, what you do is you'll go to job. Now you will see these are all the available jobs. You can pause if you would like to see all the jobs. I'm just going to go up. So the salary will change every hour. So right now Lumberjack and Potter have high salary. So that means they are paying the max at the moment. These are jobs, so you do a week to work, that will take you to their HQ to join. So, nice. Deliverer, collector, and everything like that. Now, if you are looking to get the big money, you join an organisation. And for all these bottom things, so contact administration. If you had a question, let's say this question, you would say for a wanted level to go down, do you have to be in the game? That would be a question of someone that is new and that has just got a wanted level. They'll say for it to go down, yes, you need to be in the game. So pretty much an admin will just help you with any questions. There's also these for any questions you may have. Like see, obtain from the government staff in the government building, which I've shown you that we all call the capital. Now there is a thing called Prime, it's just for what you call a grand coin. With that grand coin, which you get at the shop, grand coins, you can add funds, pretty much you can buy grand coins with real life money. But I'm not, because no. That is, for me, a bit of a waste, but yeah. Battle Pass, it's like this thing where you play for an hour, you get some points, so you can take away this, take away this, take away this. And now I have some stuff on me. Beginner's case, so I have these. I also have this costume for some reason, but I don't need seeds. I'll do that eventually, but I can open this beginner's case. So I've got a level 2 pickaxe. Another level 2 pickaxe. I have another level 2 pickaxe. Oh no I don't, I have some whatever. Assassin's Mask. And let's see what this is. Another level 2 pickaxe. So what you can do here is go onto your phone. Now to get a SIM card you just go to the shop. Any shop will just look like this, just a symbol. Like this. Looks like they're all out of stock, so pretty much the owner of the shop will just order some more stock and they will fix it. I'll just have to park it, yeah. Now, government and National Guard cannot arrest, that's why normally they will also send out a department to the leading organisations, which are the organisations that do more than them. I just called it leading because, well, I believe they are, but FIB is the main organisation. They look out for corruption. Government are they run FIB kind of. They don't run it, but they make sure no one is being corrupt with stuff like DOJ being corrupt with arresting. So recently, the summer update, you get these shells and you can buy stuff for shells. If I wanted, I could buy this with my amount of shells. Eventually, you'll get enough to where you can buy a car. But that's in case there's that going on. And on the bottom right, standard, if you play 4 hours, you get 55,000. Right now, there's a thing where if you play for 50 hours in this week, you get a car. Quite a good car. Normally, they wouldn't give you a crap car. Achievements, you will also get them. Once you've done that, you will just be able to click the button under it and you will be able to get the prize for whatever it is. So if I change the interior of a penthouse, let's say I bought a penthouse, I would get 2,125 for that. I have 10 out of 57 achievements because, well, I don't care about that kind of stuff. And then you obviously have organisations, so like this. Don't know why that came up. What does this say? Being fired. So yeah, they just give you money, and then you'll see up here. I'll have to go to Postal. If you was to go on the Darknet, you can just buy stuff like to steal a car, a service to get out of jail. These are just crimes you can do to get money. Illegal market, let's say you want to buy cocaine, 35,000, that's an ingredient. You can also buy these licenses. You can also buy an anti-radar if you want, but, well, you can be fined and it can be confiscated if it's found on you. Now bosses, I'm not actually sure what it's for, but yeah. Now going over to Postal. Once you buy anything off the darknet, or you just buy stuff in general, most of the time it will go to Postal to be collected. So if I just go over to you can also be fined for speeding and arrested for speeding over 200 miles an hour, or just 120 miles an hour, or 180. 120 miles an hour in the city, you could be arrested over the limit. 180 miles an hour in Blaine County, over the limit, will also get you arrested. You'll see this is a job to just buy stuff, and if you consume one, that will fill up your health. Like, I have a steak on me, my health is a bit low. Now look at it, it's gone really high. Also with this man here.
Yo, man, shit, the investor's pissed.
Yeah. You can either send one or pick up one. Now, this is the money I'm getting because of the organisation stuff I've had, so 13,133. Now, over in Blaine County, so that is from here, a line, going above here. Anywhere from here, you can be robbed by a gang or taken hostage. In Grand, on your phone, you send images, people can like it, and currently there's a prize going on for people who like it. So, that is main things. A player, a recent new player, will need to know about Grand RP, what it is. If there's any more questions, you can DM me on my Discord, which is Fredo Bob. Just here, FRADOBOB, no capitals, no nothing. Or go into the comments section Or if you are in Grand RP, feel free to ask an admin or any older player. You can check by their ID, but don't ever say ID, because that is considered mixing. That's OOC in IC, so out of character in character way. That is my explanation done. I hope I see some people in Grand RP who have seen this and will just say hi. If you ever see me in the city, you can just say hi and that's fine. I mean, as long as I'm not in an event or have a crime scene, because then, well, you'll most likely be asked to leave, but if I ever ask you to leave, it's because you have to, for your safety in the game, not in real life. Anyway, that is me done, and I will see you all in the next one. Comment for any questions. Goodbye.